Okay, you guys made the mistake of getting in the truck today, so we're going to do a tutorial on how to drain the black water tank and the gray water tank. The first thing for advice is I suggest getting a box of these gloves, because it ain't the best job in the world and you don't want bare skin on it. Not to mention there's diseases you can get from it as well. And even if you think you're disease-free, the people that used this stuff before you may not have been. This is a good way to get hepatitis. Any bloodborne pathogen is this is a good way to get it, so try to stay away from that. You know what else I'm going to do is I usually wear a watch, but I'm going to take it off just in case I do get splashed with some cacas. Okay, so now dump station's on the other side, so we'll have to walk around over there. On most trailers that I've seen, it's always on the driver's side, I guess, because it's usually the driver's job to do it. So you guys, come on, follow me and give me a hand. Okay, the first thing I want to suggest is buying just a cheap mat. I paid like $1 for this mat at Walmart. And over at these dump places, they're pretty nasty, so you don't really want to kneel on the ground, because it's got cacas in it. Okay, so I always put this here. That way I'm kneeling on my mat instead. I also have one of these. It's a Hydra flush. And I put this on as well. You can hook up this hose goes in here and you can flush it backwards to help drain it better if it starts to clog up. So down here is where the business end of it is. You got to take this cap off, just like that. And then I put this on, twist it on and it'll lock in place. Then you guys give me a hand with this. You guys give me a hand with this hose over here. I keep it in the bumper so it don't sneak up nothing in the camper. Some people call this a slinky. I just call it a caca hose. So then we hook this up to here, just like so. Looks like that's a little loose. That's okay. Then, I don't like that one because there's water. There's wastewater right there. So I'm going to go to this guy's side. I'm going to put the hose in like this. So my hose is in the caca. You guys see how I did that? It just slides in there. Come look. It slides right in there. Just like this. Then under here, you should have two valves. There's a black water valve, this side, and there's a gray water valve right there. So what we want to do, is we want to drain the black tank first, because after the black tank has got the cacas in it. So the black tank goes through here, and once it's all drained, then you pull the gray water tank, and that's the water from doing dishes and taking showers and washing your hands and whatnot. And that will help clean out the caca water, so it ain't so bad. Okay, there it is. Get real close to it. Here, I don't want to touch it. See that? That's cacas. Cacas. And while that's doing that, I'm going to hook this hose up to this. And this is the benefit of that hydro deal. There's some cacas in there now, Ma. See, and with that hose, now it runs water through here into that hose, and all I gotta do is open this valve. It'll shoot water, but we're gonna let it drain first. That'll help clean the cacas out too. Okay, it looks like it slowed down a little, so now we'll shoot some water up in there. Watch that when I turn this valve. See the water squirting in there? That'll rush right up into that black water tank, and that'll be fresh water coming to wash the caca out of the caca holes. Okay, so now we'll let it drain. Sometimes you got to do that a couple times if there's plugs or whatever in there, but ours is draining pretty good now, so we're just going to do it once to clean it out. And then once this starts draining, then we'll we'll close the black water tank valve, and then we'll open the gray water tank valve. Okay, so if you watch now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close this black water valve. Now we open the gray water valve. This is all your dishwashing, hand washing, and showering water. Here come some other ones right now. They probably want me to switch hoses. Move over. If there's plugs or whatever in there, but ours is draining pretty good now, so we're just going to do it once to clean it out. And then once this starts draining, then we'll close the black water tank valve, and then we'll open the gray water tank valve.
Hey.
Okay, so it looks like the gray tank is drained. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go under here. Well, first we're gonna flush the gray tank as well. We'll clean it out a little, even though we won't really be cleaning it out because we're just throwing the water back inside the gray tank. So we'll let that drain first, and then let's go ahead and just close the valve on the gray tank. And then we'll flush it again, and that'll clean out the pipe, the Y pipe in between the black tank and the gray tank. And that'll definitely help clean the cacas out of the caca holes.
And I see the goat camera.
Shut it off. Okay, so we flushed it out pretty good with both gate valves closed, so that just cleans out the hose and the hydro flush. So we'll turn the water off from there, and we disconnect this hose. Right here you go. Come on, this is. Don't step in that pit though. Then one further measure that I do is I take my caca hose and I flush it out with this other hose. Because nobody likes caca. And then the slinky goes back in the bumper. Make sure this cap is on real good. Make sure the cap is on real good because you might lose it on the road. Then the next step is I take my mat because it got wet. Normally I try not to get it wet. And I take the Hydro Flush off. I lay it on the ground. And I put this cap back on.
I can turn it on if you want.
No, I'll use this one instead.
Alright.
Now I take this hose and I just rinse this stuff off. I rinse my mat off. I definitely rinse this Hydro Flush off. And I take the mat and I just shake it off. And I roll it up and put it in its container. Okay, that's it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for helping with the holes and stuff. See you guys later.